Students, in this video we are going to solve the next example on probability distribution. So see the first example. Two persons A and B play a game of tossing a coin thrice. If the result of toss is head, A gets rupees 2 from B. If the result of a toss is tail, B gets rupees 1.5 from A. Let X denote the amount gained or lost by A. Show that X is a discrete random variable and show how it can be defined as a function on the sample space of the experiment. Students, here we have to show that this X is a discrete random variable and show how it can be defined as a function on a given sample space. So first, a given random experiment is tossing a coin thrice. So if a coin is tossed thrice, then the sample space is given by all possible outcomes. When coin is tossed thrice, then we get HHH, HHT, HTH, THH, HTT, tail head tail, tail tail head, and last possibility is all are tails, TTT. So number of in sample points sample space is equal to 8. Now here X denote the amount gained or lost by A. So write X denote the amount gain or loss by a player A. That is, X is the number, that is X is the value or X is the number whose value is the number whose value depends on the outcome of a random experiment. Here X is the amount, that is X is the number whose value depends on the outcome of given random experiment. So X is random variable. Therefore, here we can say that X is random variable. Now here we have to show that X is discrete random variable, that is finite or countably infinite variable. So here the total number of sample points in given random experiment is 8, that is finite. So X is also finite, and therefore we can say that X is discrete random variable. So let us write, since the sample space of the experiment has only 8 outcomes, so X is a discrete random variable. So student, this is the answer for first question. Show that X is a discrete random variable. In this way, X is a discrete random variable. Now the answer for the second question, how it can be defined as a function on the sample space of the experiment. So here X denotes the amount gained or lost by A, that is the possible, here we have to find the possible values of X, and the possible of X in rupee. in rupees corresponding to the outcomes of given random experiment. Outcomes of random experiment are as follows. Here x in rupees corresponding to the amount to the outcomes of random experiment. The first value for first outcome HHH. In the given example, if the result then A gets rupees 2 and result is tail, then B gets rupees 1.5 from A. So when result is head, A gets rupees 2, and when result is tail, A lost rupees 1.5. So we can write the value for first outcome, that is all threes are head. In this first head is 2. So value of 3 heads is 6 rupees. 6 rupees. Now the second value for the second outcome is HHT, that is 2 heads and 1 tail. Also the same value for the next outcome for HTH and THH. In all three outcomes, 2 are heads and 1 is tail. So values of these three outcomes are same. 2 heads, that is 2 into 2, 4 rupees, and minus for 1 tail, amount for 1 tail, that is 1 into 1.5. Because X denotes the amount gain or lost by A. So here for HHT or HTH and THH, A gets rupees 4 for 2 heads and lost 1.5 rupees for 1 tail. So we get 4 minus 1.5, that is rupees 2.50. 1.5 means 1.50. Now the next value for another outcomes, 2 tail and 1 head. Also the same amount for THT and the next outcome HTT. All these outcomes, the amount is same for 2 tails and 1 head. The amount for 2 tail is 1.5 into 2 and minus 1.5 into 2, because this is the lost amount for a player A, and the amount for 1 head 2 into 1, that is the amount is minus 3. Here plus 2 into 1 plus 2, that is minus 1 rupees. Now for the next value for all tails, TTT, and here the lost amount, so minus in negative sign, minus 1.5 for 3 tails is equal to 4.50 minus 4.50 rupees. So students, here a negative amount shows a loss to player A, and the positive amount show the gain amount for the player A. So we can write here the negative amount shows negative amount shows a loss to player A and this example shows X takes unique value. X takes unique value 6 rupees, 2.50 rupees, -1 and -4.50. So X takes unique value for every element of the sample space. So X is a function defined on a given sample space S. So we can write this example shows X takes a unique value for every element of the sample space. And possible values are here. Possible values of X are 6 rupees, 6, 4, 6, 2.50, 1 and 4.50. And this is the answer for second question. So this is a function because X takes unique value for every element of the sample space S and therefore X is a function defined on sample space. Defined on the given sample space S. Let's see the next example. A bag contains one red ball and two green balls. One ball is drawn from the bag at random. Its color is noted and then ball is put back in the bag. One more ball is drawn from the bag at random and its color is also noted. Let X denote the number of red balls drawn from the bag as described above. Derive the probability distribution of X. Here we have to find the probability distribution of given random variable X, and random variable X denotes the number of red balls. Now the random experiment contains one red and two green balls, and the condition is one ball is drawn from the bag and color is noted, then put back in the bag. Also one more ball is drawn from the bag at random and color is also noted. So two balls are drawn randomly with replacement. So here the red ball denoted by R and two green balls denoted by G1 and G2. Then we get the sample space for the random experiment is given by S is equal to two balls are drawn. So the possible outcomes are both are red balls, so RR. First possibility is RR. Second possibility, first one is red and second one is first green ball G1. So second possibility RG1. Next possibility R red ball and second green ball RG2. Both are green balls, then G1 G2. Next possibility, first one is G2 and second one is G1. Next possibility, first one is first green ball and red ball. Next possibility, second green ball and red ball. Also next possibility, both are first green balls and both are second green balls, G2 G2. So total number of possibility are 9. So a number of sample space is equal to 9. Here X denotes the number of red balls. X denotes the number of red balls. That is, x is the random variable of given random experiment, and here x denotes the number of red balls. That is, we have to find the all possible values of number of red balls. So the possibility of red balls is both values for x is equal to no red balls, one red ball, and both are red balls, 0, 1, 2. These are possibilities for the number of red balls. So here we have to find the probability of these possibilities. So probability for first possibility for x is equal to 0, that is no red balls. So here how many outcomes are here where there is no red balls? So that outcomes are 1, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So probability of no red ball is 4 out of total sample points in random experiment, that is 9. So probability for x is equal to 0 is equal to 4 upon 9. Now probability for x is equal to 1 is given by, that is 1 red ball. So possible outcomes for 1 red ball is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 by 9 is the probability for x is equal to 1. Now next probability for x is equal to 2. There is only one possibility, RR, both are red balls. So 2 by 9 is the probability for x is equal to 2. Probability of x is equal to 2 means probability number of points for x is equal to 2 upon total number of sample points. So 2 by 9 is the probability for x is equal to 2. So we can write the probability distribution for this random variable. So probability distribution of x is, the values of x is denoted by xi and the possible values of x is 0, 1, 2 and their probabilities is denoted by pi is equal to probability of x is equal to xi. So first probability for x is equal to 0 is 4 by 9, second probability 4 by 9 and third probability is 1 upon 9. Sorry, here probability for x is equal to 2 is only 1. So 1 by 9. So the probability for x is equal to 2 is 1 by 9. There is only one possibility for both are red balls, RR. So we can write 1 upon 9.